Billy's being fired by game 11, apparently.
Yeah.
Stephen Mandel, I think is his name. I don't know who this guy is, but he claimed in one. I think he worked for the Athletic that Florida's going to go 3-9 and that the boosters are going to rally together, put $32 million in the pot, and buy out Billy Napier to say see you later.
Yep.
This is where
it's the person that won the Mega Millions in Jacksonville. He's going to put him out.
Look, as much as I know Steve and Harlan and the boys will be excited to hear this and be like, yep, he's gone. He's going to go 3-9. They suck. I genuinely believe that is just complete asinine to think that would happen. If you have a top 3 recruiting class, you understand the process of what's happening. Again, you just watched the Urban Meyer era. That is unrealistic if you think that's going to happen ever again.
Yeah,
that's not going to happen.
I've heard like Barstool employees say that. I've heard people writing articles that say that. And guess what? All of those people are stupid and don't know football. There you go.
But I mean, look, and the crazy thing is, when I see those things, is obviously they have a name. They work for the Athletic, and the more I read these things, like it's almost better to be wrong in this field than it is to be right. Because if you're right, nobody cares. If you're wrong and outlandish, everybody's clicking.
Oh yeah, all you got to have is a hot take now.
So do you think he's fired after the end of the year?
No.
Oh yeah, totally, man. Yeah, just throw him to the wolves, man.
Because look at Norvell, right? Like, I mean, obviously, you guys last year you were you were teetering and tottering, but that was what, year 4?
It was. Technically 3. I don't think anybody counts the COVID year. Like, I mean,
okay.
So the one thing I will say for Norvell is typically as a first year head coach.
That was his first year.
Yeah. So you usually get that big recruiting push. You get that momentum as being the new guy.
So he got to kind of got a way out.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure they definitely gave him the benefit of the doubt because you're playing behind the 8 ball. So either way, but the third year, you guys, Florida State fans, are starting to get a little frustrated. You have a good year last year. You're supposed to win the whole thing this year. It takes time. And look, I'm going to take a jab here because that's just what I do. But it's being an honest jab. You're in the ACC. I think we can all agree it's not the same level of talent or team-wise. Just the quality of team from top to bottom isn't near the same.
Sure.
Do your top guys can compete? Sure. But top to bottom, it's just not the same. And it's taken Norvell this 3 to 4 years to get up to the Clemson level in a much easier division. You got to be patient to think that they're going to can this man after a year, after a complete turnaround already, just off the field. Off the field.
Right. And look, and that's the other thing, right? I mean, it's not just about what's happening on the field. Obviously, you need wins in order to keep your job as a football coach. Sure. But you've also, look, culture matters. And these are the things that we talk about but don't see. How are these kids doing in school? How many of them are getting in trouble? There's more things, right? That
just winning football is what you're saying.
Right. And you can typically put those things together in whether or not a coach has the right formula for success. And I'll be honest, like Willie Taggart, not the right formula for success. You could see that from the beginning if you were an FSU fan. And I think what you're seeing here.
How long was he there? 3
years.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think
I think 3, but 3 is a sweet spot because you can at least see if the direction.
It's your people. Right, it's your guys, it's your coaches, it's your recruits.
You've had a couple of recruiting cycles, and you didn't have you had everything was off the rails, right? Like there wasn't any point of the pressure points that were moving in the right direction. Mm-hmm. How you go from we're the highest rating recruiting class in the past decade, and you mean to tell me that if he goes 3-9, which is asinine, I believe. I mean, you can count 3 wins on there, and then everything. I mean, it's going to be a battle. Don't get it twisted. Obviously, I'm a Disney Gator, so I'm extremely optimistic in it. But to just write them off, and we'll get into that a little bit later on, is asinine. And if it does 3-9, look, people are going to be pissed.
This is what's going to happen.
Three wins is tough. 3 wins will be a difficult conversation to have.
Sure,
like that's bad.
I could agree,
but
I can agree with
but
that.
seven's okay.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, you're good.
Oh yeah, speaking of that, I remember y'all mentioned the COVID year. That's the year that like Florida State magically got COVID 1 hour before they played Clemson, before they got blown out. I remember that.
See, we were doing well. You know what I mean? Like things were going. We're having a great time.
We didn't get blown out. As a matter of fact, we didn't play the game.
Dave, read the room, Dave.
we didn't play the game.
Read the room, Dave.
No, I don't. I just report the news. I don't read rooms.
What if there's news in rooms?
I might, maybe.
It's just, oh
If
boy.
there's some news, no, like the whoever says Billy Napier is going to get fired in year 2 is just, like you said, looking for clicks. And then next year we'll go on, oh, is Billy Napier going to get fired in year 3? Is he going to get fired in year 4? It's just going to keep going on. Like, I mean, Jimbo Fisher's still at Texas A&M. Let me just tell you that way.
Oh, that's a phenomenal point. So we'll see. I loved the article that came out. I figured we had to talk about it. But let's